I just thought I always feel sick without you, baby.
Today, we will discuss the development of female rock and roll. Although the rock circle is famous for rebellion and pioneers, in the last century, it was closely linked to anti-war, equal rights, and other movements. But it has long been dominated by male musicians. Most women are mentioned as secondary identities such as muse and queer. Why are there so few women engaged in rock music? Isn't it right for women to be rockers? Or is there another reason? With the development of the times, more and more female voices are beginning to appear. By 2020, 70 of the 932 people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame were women, accounting for about 7.6%. When we look back on history, we found that the development of women's rock music is inseparable from the wave of feminism. In the 1960s, there was not only the success of rock music in Britain and the United States, it is also the beginning of the second wave of feministism. One of the themes of the second wave of feminism is gender equality and breaking through traditional gender roles. British and American governments have approved contraceptives, banned gender-based wage inequality, and women's fertility pressure has been reduced. Women have the right to get rid of traditional housewife status. It also provides a social foundation for women to pursue themselves with rock music. Like Josh Mitchell, who was born in the 1960s, was active as a folk singer. Janis Joplin also made remarkable achievements as a psychedelic rock musician. Some mainstream successful bands have also begun to have female members. Lycan Wilson, lead singer of the hard rock band Hearts, and Nancy Wilson, who is guitarist in the band. It is worth mentioning that Fleetwood Mac, lead singer Stevie Nicks. She is the first woman to enter the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Kate Bush, a female creative musician with achievements in mainstream music. Full of experimental music styles, with lyrics of British Shakespeare style and ancient British mythology. It made her an irreplaceable figure in the art rock world. Women not only strive for legal equality, but also have more opportunities to show their spiritual world. Next, we have to mention the punk movement. Punk is epoch-making for the development of rock music. Punk's original and rough form encourage women to try boldly. Punk has its own attributes against tradition and feudalism, attractive to women. During this period, the possibility of women being dominant or leading the band is also increasing. Like Patti Smith, the godmother of punks, she is a New York punk spiritual leader. About the origin of the third wave, I have to mention the Riot Grrrl movement. At that time, many underground punk bands would tour around. At the same time, sell albums to fans and make their own magazines. Discuss issues related to women's rights. It often involves rape, domestic violence, patriarchy, class discrimination, and other issues. In addition, the community also supports LGBT+ musicians, so the community has more power. Since the development of rock music, more and more excellent female musicians have emerged. I personally like the band Sae-Sonian. Hwang Soyun as a female guitarist, creator and captain of the team. She is very talented and has gained a lot of fans, both at home and abroad. Her work is full of personal color. It's like a fantasy, a lie, a real dream. More than that, vulnerability, sensitivity, magnanimity, delicacy. contains a sense of mission to tell more stories about women as female artists and a discussion of the future of women's world.
이 밤은 길거리 눈 시들지 않아.
She once said that sex shouldn't limit anything you like. Not everyone is born to like something fixed. Men can also go for feminine things that are traditionally defined. They can also like pink, pay attention to dress, pierce their ears, and do nail art. Women can also go for racing cars, space shuttles, soccer, rock bands. The socialization of gender classification between men and women is too serious. It's not just the discipline of women. It is also a discipline for men. So don't worry about the eyes of others. Do what you like to your heart's content. Enjoy the stage of life.